All right, everybody, I hope you all can see me and hear me. And if you can see me and hear me, if everything is clear, please send a message over here. I just want to get it confirmed from you guys. Is everything okay? Is everything all right now? Can you guys please give me a message about that? I hope everybody can see me now and you can also hear me. Okay, great. All right, thank you very much, everyone. And today, of course, I'm gonna discuss with you guys my strategy. Okay, great. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for your response. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go ahead now. I think we should go ahead. Yes, everything is perfect. All right, thank you everyone for coming over here. I just want to let you know, guys, that I'm gonna buy 3 lots of GBP USD over here, and I'm gonna explain that a little bit later. Why did I buy 3 lots over here? You can look at my account size. It's $5,000, and if you guys remember, last week we had this account $5,000. It's a demo account, of course, because it's live, and I don't want to take the pressure of live trading in the middle of the market, in the middle of this webinar. So okay, a bit of noise. There is a little bit of noise. Let me fix this. I hope everything is gonna be all right now, and I think everything is gonna be okay. So without any further ado, here we go. Okay, so I have already put my trade, as you guys can see. And why did I put my trade? It's because there is gonna be a news roughly 10 minutes from now. It's gonna be a news roughly 10 minutes from now. And before the start of the webinar, I was looking at the trades. Okay, yes, okay now. Thank you very much, admin of this webinar. Thank you so much. Okay, so actually I have already put this trade, as you guys can see. Why did I put this trade? Because before we started this webinar, I was looking at the market, and I'm gonna show you the market in a bit, and I think the market is gonna go up. And why do I think so? Because look at this, the uptrend is going on, and if the uptrend continues, then we are going to put a trade. Let's start our trend channel from here, and that's one thing which we are going to discuss in today's webinar. So I thought I should start with a little bit of practice. So I think I'll be putting my TP just a little bit above this line, because I don't know whether the market will go far up or a little bit up, but I am confident about this trade, so I'm gonna put it over here. And even if my stop loss is hunted, no problem at all, because I have already today the very day that we are discussing this webinar, I already have made roughly $700 on this demo account today, just before the start of the webinar. So let's go ahead and discuss our strategy in detail. But before that, let me just share with you that this is gonna be the time for news. Flash services PMI. It's a news in USD. Since I'm currently sitting in Pakistan, the news time is 7:40. 7:40 means it's gonna be roughly 8:15 in Indian, according to Indian time. So 8:15 we are gonna have a news, and I hope you all are gonna be with me during these news times, because news times tend to be extremely volatile, and I have a good sense that the market is probably gonna go up. That's why I am building some trend lines over here, and I will put my trend line over here. Now if it gets overbought somewhere, that's totally fine. So I'll move my SL a little bit down over here, just to be able to trade the news, because the news times tend to be very volatile. All right, so this is where I think the market is okay. So let me go ahead and start our webinar, and when the news is out, I'll be sharing with you guys all these things. I mean Okay, sir, today we waited for Urdu webinar, and when the Urdu webinar, okay, we will definitely have, ya Allah ji, we will have definitely some Urdu webinars, Hindi webinars in the future as well, but today's webinar is only in English, so please bear with me because there are so many things which we are gonna discuss, and trust me, I am gonna be slow. I'll be talking slowly so that everybody can understand. You probably will have, hopefully you will have no difficulty understanding me. I will try to explain everything in easy details. First of all, this quick disclaimer, which everybody knows about this, trading is a risky business. Of course, we know that there are some risks involved. This webinar is only about education, because at OctaFX we don't give any account management services. We do not give this kind of service in which we will tell you what to do, because we are here to give you, provide you educational services. So there is no account management from OctaFX, from the side of OctaFX, and there is no specific recommendation in terms of trade from my side. We are here just for your education, and these webinars tend to be free, for which I am extremely grateful to the OctaFX team for putting out these webinars for everybody, and I hope you guys can tremendously benefit from these webinars, and also you guys can have amazing trading career on the basis of the education that we are providing you over here. So would you guys like to check what's happening with our trade? Well, you can see the trade is still okay. It's just doing okay, and the news is gonna be announced just in 5 minutes. So why don't we discuss something about our strategy in the meantime, in the 5 minutes that we have? So are you guys ready to listen to my strategy? Because today when I discuss all these things regarding my strategy, I'm gonna give you all the details. I'll try to give you all the details, but we have this webinar series, so I'm not gonna be able to share everything with you in this single webinar, and for that I will request you guys to please be serious enough to be able to attend all the webinars that OctaFX is arranging for you guys. And for now, just for a little while, I won't be able to look at your questions. Please bear with me on that, because we have so many things to discuss. So first of all, I will give you a rough idea about the market structure, and there are some phases of market structure. The phases are the stages of market structure. So we will discuss 4 important phases of the market. We will also discuss how to spot accumulation, how to know whether the market is in an accumulation range or a distribution range. We will of course also discuss the distribution in detail, and we will discuss support resistance, but not only support resistance, but support resistance according to our strategy, because I can hope that each of you guys is good enough to know what support is, what resistance is. So I don't think I need to tell you what support or resistance is, but I just want to give you a good idea about how to use support and resistance in trading, in specific trading setups. So today, bear with me, I'm gonna give you some specific trade setups. Now what's a trade setup? It's a combination of the things which you will apply in the market to hunt any good opportunities in the market. So I'm going to give you tips and details about how to look for good opportunities in the market, and then we will also discuss something about trend lines and trend channels, and then we will have some 6 types of bars. BC is buying Climax, then we have selling Climax. SC, ND means no demand, NS means no supply, ERM is end of rising market, and in the end we have BH, which is bag holding. So guys, you can see that the market is falling a little bit, so I don't know whether the market will fall on us or not, but even if it does fall, today I have earned so much from the market that I am already in the profit, and my SL is how much? Our SL is $522. And if you guys remember, how much do you think there is commission in OctaFX? How much commission is there? So can I see a show of messages from you guys in the chat? How many dollars of commission per lot do you have in OctaFX? How many dollars? I think you guys have a good idea that the commissions on OctaFX trading platforms is how much? Is 2 eggs. 00, no commissions. There are no commissions. So Yeah, we are thankful. Yeah, we are thankful to OctaFX team for putting out these educational webinars. Thank you, Yalaji. Thank you for here. Okay, so there are no commissions in the OctaFX, which gives you an amazing opportunity, because when your TP, when your SL is hit, there is no additional charge. You will only lose as much as it's written in the SL. And when your TP is hit, there will be no deductions. You will get all 489 or something like 500. Let me put it a little bit further above. So $531. We will earn $531 if the TP gets hit and SL gets hit. Then we will lose $522. Now we are left with only 1.5 minutes. So I just wanna look at the market, and I think it might go up, but let's see what happens. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there are no commissions. Ashok, Realty G, you're right. There are no commissions in OctaFX. Hi, Indian Patriot G, welcome to this webinar. No problem, you're not much late, no problem. So we are looking at this trade, and we are gonna have a news bar just at this level. We will have a news, and let's see what happens. So the next bar is gonna be a news bar, and this is how much? Only 50 seconds left. Let's see what happens. So I think if the news goes up, if the bar goes up, then it will go up to probably this level, and that's how much? 1.20099. Where is our TP? 1.20099. all right, so 99, let's put it a little bit further up. 0079. all right, that's my TP. Okay, so that's my TP, and now we are gonna watch the live show of the news. So what I want to do is I want to protect myself, and okay, so is it going up? I don't know. So let's see what happens. Okay, so this is the news time. Everybody please pay attention. This is the news time. This is our SL, and that is our TP, and you guys can already see that we are in a huge profit. Let's close our trade before we lose everything. So shall we close our trade? Okay, so I am not going to close my trade for a little bit, because it's okay. So we got how much? Okay, it's amazing. We got how much? We earned how much from this? $501 from this trade. Guys, we earned $501 from this trade, and look at that now. The market is reversing back. The market is falling, but we are already out. Abhijit Kumar Singh ji, please come to the other webinars that I will surely definitely have in Hindi and Urdu. So please come to those webinars. This webinar is only in English. But guys, you can see that we already have how much? We already earned how much? We earned $501, because this is the trade. We are in his account history, and this is $501 trade. Do you want to be able to earn $501? Do you want to be able to earn $501? Well, if yes, then please pay attention to this webinar right here, because I am going to discuss with you strategy that I used in this trade. So let's go ahead now. Guys, there are 4 phases of the market. Every day you will see that there are always, without any exception, there are 4 phases of the market. Ehsan Khan ji, we don't use candlesticks because candlesticks is for small traders. We are of course small traders, but big traders, they use price bars. So I think price bars are much better. Okay, so there are 4 phases of the market. First, accumulation, markup, distribution, and markdown. So let me give you a little bit hint about this. Okay, the market is still going up, but we are already out, thanks heaven, because we already earned huge profit from this news. And what was the news? This was the news about flash services PMI in USD. Now you could have also traded this news on the gold. Okay, how to check the news strategy? Please tell sir. Okay, we will have a separate webinar on news trading. Please bear with me, because today we have so many things to discuss. I don't want to spare time on these things. Please forgive me for this. I'm so sorry about this, because I don't want to take these questions which are not related to strategy. Please ask me the questions related to strategy. Okay, All right, so let's go ahead now. So the strategy we are going to discuss, but there are 4 phases of the market, as I told you. So accumulation, how do you write accumulation? Accumulation, then you have mark up, then you have distribution, and then you have what? Mark down. These 4 stages. All right, so I will give you a tip about that. Now, how do you remember these 4 stages of the market? There is a tip I'm going to share with you, and the tip is that you take a Q from accumulation. You just take a Q and then a hyphen. Then you take MU from markup, because markup MU capital. Then you have distribution. So you just take DI, distribution DI, just take DI. And then you have down, you take the full down. So this is accumulation, markup, distribution, and then mark down. So how do you remember this? Just remember it like this. This is accumu D down, accumu D down, accumu D down. That's the word, one word. So you can just remember like this, accumu D down. Okay, accumulate down. So this is how you remember. There are 4 stages of the market. Oh, the market is still going up, so let's not pay attention to that, because we have so much else to discuss. So I'll just put it over here. All right, guys, so there are 4 stages of the market, as I told you. Now, how does it happen? First of all, what smart money will do, they will put down the market over here, for example, and then accumulation will start. So there will be an accumulation, up down, and then finally spring, and then the market goes up. Now we call this stage of the market, we call it mark down, because it's the downtrend, right? Downtrend, we call it mark down. This one right here is accumulation, because the smart money is accumulating this asset. For example, we are in British pound, so smart money is buying British pound. So you have this accumulation, and then it will go up. So it's mark up, and then what will happen? The next thing that happens is gonna be something like this. We will have a distribution over here, distribution structure, and then the market will go down like this downtrend. The same thing will happen over here. And what do we call this stage of the market? Well, that's called distribution. Okay, Rajneesh Kumar ji, you have any question, you can ask me. So there are these 4 stages of the market. Now just forget about this stage, because this is not in the context right now, but this is the first stage. This is accumulation. Accumulation. This is accumulation, and then you have this mark up. What's this? This is mark up. First one is accumulation, and then you have markup, and then you have what's this? This is distribution stage, and then you have a mark down, MD, mark down. So that's how the market moves, always in cycles, always. First you have accumulation, and then markup, the market goes up, and then you have distribution, and then you have downtrend or mark down. Now what's the significance of this? If you know this, then you will be able to understand where the market is going. Okay, so Sankat ji is asking, is accumulation equal to distribution? No. The structure will be completely different, and I will tell you how to spot a distribution, how to spot an accumulation. Yeah, it looks the same. Both of them look the same, because both of them go sideways like this. So this is sideways, right? You have trend channels going up, just like over here I have made, and then you have this trend channel. The market goes up, and then it goes sideways, and then the market goes down from here, just like this, and then you have distribution, and distribution will be again a range structure, just like this. So yeah, both of them look the same to a new person. Both of them will look the same. Yeah, bars are better than candles because bars are used by big traders, and we want to follow the big traders. We want to go where the market is going. The market is managed by the big traders, not the small traders. The small traders, most of the time, they lose money. So we should follow the big traders, and they use bars. They don't use candles. Okay, so let's go ahead now. So these are the 4 stages. Now I know that these 2 stages of the market will look the same to you, because if you are new in the market, then they will look same. But I'm going to give you some tips about how to identify whether it's going to be accumulation or it's going to be distribution. So I'm going to give you some tips about that. That's why we have this topic called how to spot accumulation. Now, how do we spot an accumulation? Here you are. How do you spot an accumulation? Well, it's very simple. Well, it's not simple to the new person, but it's pretty simple if you pay attention to the market. Now you see, this is total uptrend. The uptrend today, there was a heavy uptrend in the market, heavy uptrend in the market. But here, what do you see over here? What do you see over here? Okay, let me make it like this. So we have a range, right? We have a range, and this range is accumulation. Now, how do I know that this range is accumulation? Because I can see that a downtrend is exhausted over here. Remember, the uptrend was not exhausted over here. That's why I thought that it's gonna be a buy trade. The downtrend, the uptrend was not exhausted over here. The uptrend continued. Now, how do I know that the uptrend continued? Now, first look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. Look at this guy. Such a tall bar in the direction of uptrend. And then you have these 4 bars covering the same thing. But then you have a quick upsurge in the market. So this is not a distribution. Actually, this is a reaccumulation. Now, this is something new, isn't it? This is something new, but we will discuss it in details, many details in the future. What do you see over here? This is another accumulation. You can call this reaccumulation. What do you see over here? Reaccumulation. So the major trend is up. The major trend is up. When did the major trend start? It started right here, over here. So let me go to 5-minute time frame now. You can clearly see that the selling over here. So let me remove this now, because I'm saying that this whole thing is accumulation. I'm saying that this is accumulation zone. And how do I know that this is accumulation zone? Because the selling is exhausted over here. There is no more selling. The bars are unable to go down further. The market is unable to go down further. Yeah, it did fall down, but after this level it is unable to go down. And then you have a spring situation like this over here. Yeah, over here you have a spring. Now, what's a spring? I will tell you about spring in the future, but for now just bear with me. So the selling is exhausted over here, and then we see a spring in the form of this guy right here. So if you want to buy, I think this is an amazing opportunity to buy. Just buy here, and if you buy here, I think you should put your TP just around this level. Over here, your SL and your TP should be right at this level. That's good. But you see, the market is going much further. So how do you do now? What do you do about this? So what I will do is, actually I will do like this. Let me show you what I will do. When I see that the market is going like this bar right here, such a huge bar to the upside, what will I do? I will just, when I see this bar right here, I will just put my TP a little bit further away, because there is so much strength in the market. The market wants to go up. I don't want to miss out on this train. So what I will do is, I will put my TP further and further away. But for now, what I will do is, over here I will take the partial exit. Now, how do you take the partial exit? You will just, let's say you have already put 5 lots or 3 lots. Now, if you have put 3 lots, if you have traded 3 lots, what you will do is, you will probably take 2 lots out. So you will book the profit. You will book the profit for 2 lots. 2 of your lots are out, and 1 lot is remaining over here. and then the market comes back down to this level again at the same point, and then we have a reaccumulation. Now how do we know reaccumulation? Because the market is unable to go further down, it's just over here, stuck over here. So when the market is stuck over here, you can see that it's an accumulation. And why there are good chances that there will be accumulation over here, not distribution? Because you see the background is so strong, there is so much strength in the background. And I'm going to share with you a fantastic trading strategy very soon that will give you a good idea about what's happening over here. But for now, let's go ahead. So what I will do is I will put my TP further away, and when the TP gets hit, I'll be earning more profits from this. Look at this now, look at this. Now we exited somewhere around here, but we could have got some more portion out of this, but I didn't want to do this because it's live. So I want to spend more time with you guys telling you the strategy, not more time with the trade. So I don't want to spend my time with the trade. That's why I just stopped it. I just exited at profit. But you don't have to do that. What you will do is you will get rid of some portion of your profits, and then you will continue with the rest of the lots. So let's go ahead now, the next stage. So there will be a selling climax. Selling climax means no more selling is happening. No more selling is happening, and you can see that over here the selling is stopped. Now how do we know that the selling has halted, the selling has paused? Okay, Vinod Kumar ji is asking how many times in a day reaccumulation happens. Actually, reaccumulation happens many times a day. It's not fixed. There is no fixed number. It can be 3 times, 5 times, 6 times, 4 times, 2 times, depending upon the currency and so many other things. Sometimes there is no accumulation in a day. It's only uptrend and uptrend and uptrend. The market is just going up and up and up. So you will have to climb in the middle and then go up. But sometimes there is a heavy downtrend, so you will sell at the top and you will exit at the bottom. That's hard to do for a beginner, and that's why we have these webinars for you guys. But what I want to tell you today is that there are plenty of opportunities if you just understand this thing. So the accumulation is gonna start over here. Why? Because this is a selling climax. This is a selling climax, and then we have something like automatic rally. This is automatic rally, right? Automatic rally, and then we have secondary test over here, secondary test, and then again another secondary test, another secondary test. These are the parts of accumulation. And then what do you see? This is a jump across the creek, right? A jump across the creek, a jump. The market is jumping to the upside. Look at this, jump across the creek. This is called jump across the creek. So jack, jump across the creek. Let me write down over here. This is jack, and the full form is jump across the creek. Now I'll tell you a little bit story, a simple story about a boy, a scout's boy. Indian Patriot Vinod Kumar ji. Okay sir, thank you Vinod Kumar ji for coming to the webinar. Please educate yourself, try to do these webinars again and again, listen to these webinars, and I think you will be in good shape. You can be a fantastic trader in the future. I wish you all the best, actually all of you. So let's go ahead now. We have a story about this little boy who was trying to go to the other side of the stream. You know, stream or creek, in Hindi we will say nahar. So this boy wants to go to the other side of this stream. So he's trying, he's going up and then coming back, and then going up again and then coming back and then going up again, but failing to go up. So this time he goes up like this, he jumps. How to recognize trend? This is what I want to explain to you. Don't worry. Then you will come back. So what he will do is, this is a stream, there is a lot of water in the middle, or you can say this is a river. He wants to cross the river. Now finally he jumped across the river, he jumped, and then he comes back to cool his feet in the river. After his feet become cool in the river, he will go up to the other side of the jungle. So this is how you do it. This is how the market works. How does the market work? There are jumps in the market, and when you recognize this kind of jump, you will call it jump across the creek, like this, jump across the creek. And once you see this jump across the creek, what you will do is you will actually look for a buying opportunity over here, because the boy is coming back to cool down his feet in the lake or in the stream, in the water. Once he cools down his feet, he will start moving up. So where do you buy? You will buy at this bar, because this is a no supply bar, NS bar. Red bar. Okay, let me give you an idea about NS bar, no supply bar. It's a red bar. It's a red bar. Small bar, small size, red bar. Unable to go down, and the volume is less than previous 2 bars. Volume is less than previous 2 bars. So this is no supply bar, NS bar. So you will just buy over here. That's a good strategy. If you buy here, you can, let me give you this idea. Okay, so if you don't want to buy over here because it's going down, then you can buy over here, right? This green bar, up bar, you just buy at this point. You put your SL below this line, and you can easily target this level. How much? 2.5% in one trade. 2.5. That's how you do it. So once you recognize this accumulation range, you will look for jump across the creek. Once the jump has happened, okay, if you were lucky enough to enter over here, if you were lucky to buy over here, and if you know enough, you can buy over here, no problem. This is a fantastic trade. But once you buy over here, you will exit some portion of your trade over here, because the market is gonna come back, and then you will buy again over here. That's a great strategy. You can just buy again, no problem at all. So what happens? You will have a selling climax and then an automatic rally. Automatic rally is something which goes up. So automatic rally after selling climax. Salindriji is asking how many years of trading experience. I have many years of trading experience. So it's a lot of experience, and I have worked hard. So that is something which I want you guys to do as well. Please work hard on trading. Learn these skills. You can earn a lot of money from trading. Believe me, it's not a difficult game. Come on, guys. You are not working hard on something. It's not a physical labor, isn't it? So you are not a laborer. You are not a worker. You are just sitting in a cool location inside a room and just trading your money in the markets with a computer. That's it. So please pay attention to this thing. So we had this selling climax, and then you have testing action or spring. So what's a spring? A spring is actually when the market goes below a support level. As you see, this is a support level. Market comes down to this point and then goes up. So this point is called selling climax. Then you have automatic rally. We already have these things over here. So let me just take them from this point. Okay, so this is selling climax and this is automatic rally, and then the market is gonna do some secondary test over here. So the market is coming down for a secondary test, and then it goes up, then it comes down for a final test, and then it goes down over here, and then it goes up. So people will sell over here. Some foolish people will sell here, and they'll be trapped, because this was actually a spring. A spring is when the market goes down below support and then comes back up, right back up. What will happen over here? The market is gonna take a jump across the creek like this. So this is something like a jump across the creek, because we have a creek level over here, right? Guys, you can see there is this resistance over here. Higher time frame work. Yeah, actually all the time frames work equally well. So you don't have to worry about your time frame. You can trade on 5-minute time frame, 3-minute time frame, 1-minute time frame, or any time frame. Yeah, Rashid Zamirji is saying it's like a magic. Yeah, it is like magic actually. So once you take a trade over here, I think it's a fantastic opportunity. Amazing opportunity over here. You just buy over here, and at least you can take some profits over here. And then you can take some more profits over here, because then the market might fall down from this point. And what's this? This is back up to the edge of the creek, and then the market will reaccumulate over here and go up. Pretty simple, isn't it? But you need lots of practice to understand this, to drill it in your head, because that's what is important. So you have jump across the creek, and then you have back up to the edge of the creek. Buick, we call this Buick. Back up to the edge of the creek. Buick. You can actually also call this reaccumulation or something like this. Akshay Ambedkar ji, I don't suggest any specific time frame because it depends on you. But if you want to follow my strategy, I think you can follow it in all the time frames, no problem at all. This strategy works in all time frames, so no problem at all. You will find accumulation in 1 day time frame, in 3 months time frame, in 6 month time frame, in yearly time frame even. You can find it in 1 minute time frame as well. You can find it in 3 minute, 5 minute time frame. You can find it in all the time frames. So there is nothing to worry about. This strategy works in all the time frames. And for a beginner, I think I will suggest higher time frame because you don't have so much practice to know what's going on in the market. So you should pay attention to the very high time frame, like 1 day time frame, which is daily time frame, or maybe 4 hour time frame. That will be fine for you. So I think that is better for a beginner. But as you become more familiar with the markets, you can come down to the smaller time frames. Now there are some people who trade 1 minute time frame. That's amazing, isn't it? 1 minute time frame. The market is changing so quick. Sometimes I also do trade at 1 minute time frame. How this strategy differs from breakout? Actually, in the breakout strategy, this is another way to explain the breakout strategy. It's actually the same, but there are some other things. Okay, how to acknowledge the market will be in a downtrend or uptrend? Well, that you will see from spring or upthrust, and I'm going to show you how to spot a distribution, because distribution is going to give you an idea about the downtrend. Now for now we only talked about uptrend. Now we will talk about the downtrend. So guys, everything that you see in this accumulation zone will be reversed in a distribution. So this is, let's say this is a resistance, major resistance. The market comes up to this level, and then it makes a BC, buying climax over here, and then it will fall down for 1 minute, for one time. It can take 10 minutes, 15 minutes or whatever, and then it goes up again to test this level. Remember the secondary test, and then it will fall down again. It goes up again, and this time now it crosses the resistance even. It goes up above the resistance, and then it falls down with a lot of force. But then, so this is called FTI, fall through ice. I will tell you why it is called FTI, fall through ice. I will tell you a little story about this. But then it goes up a little bit up with a weak rally to test this resistance, and then it falls down. You see, the structure of distribution is exactly the opposite of accumulation, isn't it? It's completely the reverse. Look at this, selling climax. So now it will be what? This is not selling climax, of course. This is buying climax, right? This is buying climax, and then you have automatic rally. So this was called automatic rally, but we also have an AR over here, and this is called automatic reaction. This is called automatic reaction. Okay, so you have an automatic reaction over here. You see, it's just the opposite of accumulation. BC, buying climax, automatic reaction. The market is going up for what? For secondary test. So this is one secondary test, and then what's this? We call this upthrust, UT. Now what's a UT? What's an upthrust? It's something like this. The market has established a resistance, then it goes down from here, but it goes up again and goes up above this level, and then falls down with a lot of force to the downside. So this point over here is an amazing selling opportunity. It's an amazing selling opportunity. Actually, it's also called upthrust, and the other name for upthrust is what? Bull trap. So the bulls will be trapped over here. Why? Because they will think that the market is going up from here, so they will start buying over here. So they will buy, and once they buy, the market goes down again, so they incur losses over here. Actually, this is Wyckoff strategy, very highly correlated with the smart money concepts. You are right, Ajoy Kumarji. Okay, so when you see that the market is going up like this is a weak rally, and you can also sell over here. But first, let me explain what was this. The opposite of this was, what was the opposite of this? You remember the opposite of this was this was jack, right? This was jack jump across the creek, and then you head back up to the edge of the creek. So the scout boy, he jumped from here and went above the stream, above this water. He went to the other side of the river, and then he came back down to cool down his feet in the water one more time. And then after cooling his feet, he goes up again. But what's happening over here? You see, this is another story about the same boy. One day this boy was walking on the ice. One day he was walking on the ice, and this is the ice. This is the ice, right? So this is the ice. Let me make it a little bit bigger and a different color. Okay, so this is ice. The boy is walking over here. He's coming over here and going up and coming down, going up. And this time when he came over here, he fell through the ice. He has fallen through the ice. He has fallen into the ice. So there is ice surface, and he has fallen into the surface, beneath the surface. What will he do? He will go up. He will try to swim up. But he won't be able to swim up because there was a hole over here through which he fell down. But now the market, the stream, the water has taken him ahead of this, and there is no place over here. There is no space over here to jump out of this. So what he will do? He will fail over here because his head will bump into the ice. So this is his head bumping into the ice, and over here the ice will hit him again in the head. So the boy will fall down and drown. The boy is drowning in the water. So this is one story about a scout boy. Okay, there is a little bit of announcement to make over here for me as well. For those of you who wanna sign up for a deposit in the OctaFX, let me give you an OctaFX discount code. So if you sign up, so let me give you this. This is actually not a discount code. It's a bonus code. It's a double balance code. So this is promo code. If you use this promo code at the time of deposit, when you deposit your money in OctaFX and you use this promo code, Saeed100, they will give you the double of that amount. So for example, let me give you an example. So if you deposit $1,000 in your OctaFX account, they'll give you, the OctaFX support team will give you how much? They will give you $1,000 more. So they will give you 100%. So your final balance will be how much? Can you guys tell me your final balance will be how much? Yeah, so your final balance of course will be $2,000. So your balance will be doubled if you use this promo code. Just sign up for OctaFX account. When you make a deposit, just use this promo code and your amount will be doubled. 100%. Okay, so I got some questions from you guys. If we analyze 3 to 15 minute time frame and entry at 1 minute for more accuracy, is it better? Yeah, Rashid Zamir ji, you are pretty new. I think you are pretty new, so I don't recommend you to do this because you are a beginner, and I think you should stay with a little bit of higher time frame. Okay, a little bit of higher time frame. So I will encourage you to do the analysis on 15-minute time frame and 5-minute time frame, and then you can enter at 3-minute probably. That's okay. If you just enter at 3-minute time frame, that's fine. So please, what's the promo code? This is the promo code I have already written over here. You can look at this. This is the promo code. Let me increase the size. This is the promo code. You just use this promo code, SAEED 110. This is the promo code. I think it's for the first time deposit. So you just make your deposit for the first time. Let's say it's $1,000, as I gave you the example. If you make $100 deposit, they will give you another $100. If you make $500 of deposit, they will give you another $500. You make let's say $10,000 of deposit, they will give you $10,000 more. So in total, your balance will be how much? $20,000 if you make a deposit of $10,000. Okay, so I got some questions from you guys. Good evening, sir. How can I deposit or withdraw? It's very easy, Chetarji. Dipankar Chetarji, it's very easy. You can just go to the website and you can make a deposit. It's extremely easy. Not a difficult process. Very, very easy. Okay, Akshay Ambedkar ji is asking how much risk reward successful trader earns. Actually, it depends on so many things. For example, it also depends on the day. Sometimes I make very small money. For example, today I did not make much because the news, actually the news which happened right now, I could not trade because I was in the live webinar. So I just wanted to give you guys an example of how to trade a news, but there was some more news today. So there was a huge news in the morning today which earned me good profits, but then in the afternoon there was some other news which did not give me much profit. So it was almost, I think, yeah, all the trades that I took today were just winning trades. There was no loser, there was no wrong trade, but the profits of all these trades was very, very different. Sir, is it a bonus or add in my balance? They will give you they will give you the exact amount in your balance, so it will be double. So your balance will be doubled. Abdullah ji, you just deposit $500, for example, and you use this promo code. Your deposit will become double. So you deposit $500, as I said, your deposit will become $1,000 because they will give you amount equal to your deposits. Okay, so that's the way to put it probably. Second deposit, I think they will not give you for the second deposit. It's only for the first time. But whenever you sign up for the OctaFX account, you just use this promo code. Okay guys, let's go ahead now. So we were discussing what? We were discussing buying Climax because the market has stopped over here. It's unable to go up further. Then there is automatic reaction, a huge downward wave, and then the market goes up for a test, secondary test. Tests over here, then it falls down. Now I will exactly tell you how to look for these tests. I will tell you the bars, the specific bars which are test bars. So just bear with me. I'm going to give you some examples. And then what happens? The market comes down at this point and then goes up, and there is now up thrust. Now somebody was asking why there is a bull trap. It happens all the time in the market. Okay guys, you guys can see OctaFX broker admin has posted a video tutorial for withdrawals. So you can just go and see this how to withdraw your money, your account. It seems news matters most in short time frame. It matters most in, actually it matters the most in 1 minute and 3 minute time frame. So if you want to be a news trader, you need to practice a lot to become a news trader in the long run. Okay, so I'm getting a question about accumulation, reaccumulation or a distribution. Let me give you this tip. You can see this is a huge upwave, right? A huge upwave. It is extremely unlikely that the market is gonna make a distribution over here. And then we also see this guy right here. So I think the chances are that it's gonna be a reaccumulation. Probably 70% chance that this is gonna be a reaccumulation, not a distribution. Okay, so I just gave you this hint. But I'm not saying that you should just take a trade because it's going to be a reaccumulation, because it's very important to understand where you should take the trade, and that is what I'm going to discuss with you in a short while. So what do you do now? Where do you trade? I will give you some trade locations. First of all, get ready to trade over here because this is an amazing trade. An amazing trade. So how do you do this? You will put your trade over here, and you probably put your SL in the market over here at this point, and then you let it run for all this while. So it's going to be a big trade. But in the meantime, you see that the market has fallen through the ice and it's coming back up. And what do we call this? What do we call this? We will call this RBI. So RBI stands for, is it Reserve Bank of India? No, it's rally back to ice. Rally back to ice. Rally back to ice. The market is going up. Rally back to ice. This is rally back to ice. So when the market goes up over here, rally back to ice, you will take another trade over here. When the market reaches this resistance, it will tell you, because there will be some tests. Russia countdown G, you are welcome. How to acknowledge bull trap as the market broke the resistance? Yeah, it's difficult, but with practice you can recognize this. Now how it will happen, how will it happen? So let me give you a good idea about this. So you see, this is a let's say this is a small resistance, right? Because the market is unable to go up, so this is a resistance. I put a resistance over here, the market goes up, and then look at this, it falls. So the market goes up and then it falls down. This is a bull trap, isn't it? I'm showing you a bull trap in the real market. It's a bull trap. Valid till when? So I think you are asking about this promo code. I think it's valid. So at the end of the month, if you get money in the end of the month, no problem, you can do it. So end of the month is in how many days? 7-8 days. I think you can do it. No problem. You can sign up after 7-8 days. That's totally fine. So you see, this is a bull trap. This is a bull trap. The market goes up and then it falls down. But there is one thing more which you can do, and that is to draw trend channels. And that's gonna be the topic of our discussion in the next videos. Why at upthrust market don't go up? Well, because the market is actually giving you a false idea about going up, and then it falls down like this. When it falls down like this, you can just take a trade, a short trade, just sell it over here. That's gonna be a fantastic trade. Okay, gonna be a fantastic trade. So just sell over here. It's a bull trap. Okay, Ataul Mustafa ji, walaikum salam. And then you have automatic reaction, as we discussed. Then you have secondary test, upthrust, or which is testing action. Upthrust is the same thing. And then you have fall through ice, as I discussed. The market is falling through the ice. The market is falling, is breaking the ice, just like this, it's falling through the ice. What you will do is you will actually put your trade. You have already put your sell trade over here. Now you will sell it back one more time. So now you had two trades running in the same direction. You can put your TPs over here, but remember, it's very, very, very important that first you put the TP of your SL beyond break even. So what do I mean by beyond break even? Beyond break even means you put your SL over here. You put your SL over here. Ataul Mustafa ji, we will do this in Urdu in the next upcoming days. So please bear with me. We will have some more webinars in Urdu. Don't worry about that. But for now, I'm so sorry about this, because today's webinar is only in English. So we can only do it in English. I'm so sorry about this. But we will have some Urdu webinars in the upcoming days. So let's stick to this. So this is upthrust, right? You already sold over here. The market goes down and then it goes up. So this is fall through ice. Now you should take some profits over here. I will encourage you to take at least 50%, for example. 50% of your trades over here. And then the market goes up, no problem, because now this was your SL, right? Okay, let me put an SL which actually looks like an SL line. So this is okay. So this is gonna be my SL, right? So this is gonna be my SL line. Look at this, guys. So this is my SL. Okay. So my SL is like this now. So what I did, I actually took my SL over here because I have sold over here, right? I have sold over here at upthrust. So once you sell over here, you will put your SL beyond break even. And now when the market goes up again, you have nothing to worry about. Even if something happens in the market and the market goes against you, it goes up, what will you do? You will do nothing because you will be stopped out at break even. Nothing to worry about. It will be break even trade, zero, no loss. But you have already taken some profits out of your trade, over here at this location, right? So you took some profit out, probably 50% of your profits. Let's say you were making how much? You guys remember we made how much? Today in the news, we made how much? We actually made $501, right? We actually made $501. What do? When you have these $501, you can do like this. You just put your SL beyond break even and take out 50% of the profits. So you take $250 out of the market, and now your SL is at break even. And when the market goes over here to hit your TP, this will be amazing, right? Okay, the next one, what will you do? The next thing, you have rally back to ICE, as I said, and you will put another trade at rally back to ICE. Russia countdown G, I will encourage you to trade only on your computer. Please don't trade on the phone because it can be sometimes very strange. So don't trade on the phone. Just trade on your computer. Now we guys, we have support and resistance story. Very, very simple, but a very powerful tool. You don't need any indicators if you just follow these steps. You guys can see I'm not discussing any indicators. Now we will have webinar. In the future, we will have a webinar about indicators, and I will discuss with you so many indicators. But this time, I think it's just amazing, and it's very easy if you just follow this simple method. No need of indicators. And how do we do that? We just follow support and resistance and the market structure, which is in the form of what? Which is in the form of accumulation, mark up, distribution, and mark down. That's so simple, isn't it? So you can actually do this. So just follow this support and resistance line. When the market comes back up to this level, this support is turned into resistance. Let me get rid of these things. So this was actually the ICE is the support level, right? The ICE is support level for this market. But when the market fell through this ICE and the market came back up, this level is now working as a resistance. And what's the importance of resistance? When you have a strong down wave in the background, you can actually sell one more time over here because it's coming up against the resistance. It's below the resistance, so it will go down. Okay, so Shams Buneri Ji is asking, the market is not that simple. Yeah, I know that. That's why we are teaching you to use all these tools, because if you use all these tools, you will be in good shape. Sir, when I withdraw in account, get the amount. You just withdraw and you will get the amount. No problem. Very simple. So this is the resistance, and in the accumulation zone, you see, in the accumulation zone, support is very important. So this is support level, right? This is support. So support is important in accumulation, and distribution. In distribution, resistance is important. So look at this support. So one time you say you have selling Climax, you buy over here, go up, buy over here again, goes up, buy over here one more time, it goes up. So this is the importance of support and the importance of resistance. And then you have trend lines. I already showed you that you can draw trend lines. You should always draw trend lines. Whenever you see a trend, just draw trend lines over here. No problem at all, and very easy to make. How do we draw trend lines? We will draw like this. Start with the lowest point and join the 2 points, 1 point, 2 point, and then clone this, go to this one, clone this, and put it on this, above this line, above this level. And when the market comes up to this level, this trend channel, it will go down from here. So you can sell over here because the market is coming to the same trend channel second time. Very simple. You see, when there is downtrend, you can easily draw the downtrend lines. Start with the highest point, join the second point, clone it and put it below this level. You see, so this is oversold, right? Over here it's oversold, and if it's oversold, OS oversold, there is a good chance that the market will react from here. The market will go up from here, and you see the market is going up from here. Why? Because this is oversold. And then you can use the horizontal support resistance line. What do we see here? This is accumulation, right? Accumulation. This is oversold plus selling climax, right? Oversold and selling climax both. And what's this? This is automatic rally. Pretty simple, isn't it? And then you have spring over here, spring over here, spring. And then the market goes up. But then you have a mini distribution over here and the market goes down because you have an upthrust over here. Look at this upthrust. So you can sell over here because why do I say that this is upthrust? Because the market goes up, but it comes back down and closes below this resistance line. A very good upthrust. Just sell it down. And then you have another spring like this. The market goes up, goes down below the support level. You can buy over here, or you can also buy over here because this is a test of spring, the test of spring. And then you draw these trend channels. You will know where to put your TP. So for example, if I buy over here and I will put my SL over here and I will put my TP just here because now it's coming up at the trend channel, at the ceiling of the trend channel. So for the trend channel, we will call these two lines different names. So we have two names for these trend channels. This is downtrend, for example, and what's the name of this line? This line is called supply line. Supply line. This is called supply line, and this one is called demand line. Demand line. Supply line and demand line. The same thing happens in an uptrend. Uptrend also, it's the same. So this is what, this is demand line, this is demand line, and this one right here is supply line. So you have these two lines. Remember the names of these lines, please. They are important. So you will use these lines because when the market comes down to this level, you have a demand coming up. When the market goes up to this level, there is supply, which means the market is going down then from that point. So types of bars. I already discussed with you some of the bars, but let me give you some good idea about these bars. Spring and upthrust you already know. The rest of the 6 bars we will discuss now. So BC bar, BC is buying climax. So buying climax bar, BC, buying climax bar is when you have high volumes, mid close bar, below the resistance line, and then you have a big down wave. This is what a BC bar is like this. This is what a BC bar is. Okay, so you have a bar like this, buying climax. So this is a buying climax bar. This is an example of buying climax bar, BC bar, buying climax. What's a selling climax? A selling climax is the opposite of BC, exact opposite of BC. What do we have in this selling climax? High volume, mid close bar. Okay, so this BC bar is gonna be a green bar because it's a bullish bar. Stock Trader G, I'm new here. Welcome Stock Trader G. Welcome to this webinar. Thank you for coming. Then you have a selling climax. What's a selling climax? It's a bar which is just like a mid close bar, a red bar. It should be red bar. Ultra high volume, ultra high or high volume. It will come not below the resistance but above support, right? It will come above support level, and then you have a big up wave. you have a big up wave after selling Climax. And this big up wave is called, what's the name of this big up wave? This is called automatic rally, right? And this one right here, this one big down wave is called automatic reaction. These two different names, but they can be written like AR. So these are the bars. The next one is ND and NS. ND is no demand bar, no demand bar, no demand bar. First, its volume very small. Volume will be very small. Volume will be very small. Comes after or appears after a weakness, a big down wave. Let's say a big down wave. And number 3, it will be below the resistance. Small bar, green bar. And then you have NS bar. What's NS? No supply bar. Okay, this will be a green bar. Green bar. Okay, this will be a green bar. But this one is gonna be a red bar. A red bar. This is gonna be a red bar. And this appears after a big up move. Because up move. Up move. Chatterjee, you can contact OctaFX, and all the contacts of OctaFX are given on their official website. All these things you can ask them. You have any questions about the requirements of OctaFX, about the deposit and all these things, you can always ask them. No problem. Okay, so the next one is below the resistance. It will be above the support. Very simple. Above support. It will be above support. Very simple. It will be above support. Okay, so above support. So you will buy over here, right? You should buy at no supply. It's a buy signal. And this one, ND, is a sell signal. It's a sell signal. So these are the two bars. Let's go ahead for the next bar. Now we have ERM and BH bars. ERM is end of rising market. So what's end of rising market? Ultra high volume. Ultra high volume mid close bar is gonna be a mostly end of rising market bar. Okay, ERM stands for end of rising market. End of rising market bar. So this is end of rising market bar. Ultra high volume mid close after a reaction probably, and it gives a down wave, a big down wave, a big down wave. So this is ERM bar, end of rising market bar. And the opposite of this will be back holding. So this is a sell bar. This is for sell. And this end of rising market, this is BH bar, bag holding bar. Bag holding, opposite is bag holding. And this is a buy signal. This is a buy signal. Ultra high volume mid close. And this will be a red bar because this one was a green bar, right? This one was a green bar. So this is a red bar. And after this, so this comes after a rally. Rally means upside. And in the end, you will have, after this, you will have a big up wave. So this is how you indicate, this is how you identify these bars. If you learn to identify these bars, I think it will be amazing. So thank you very much for everyone for coming over here and taking this webinar. I hope you are getting something out of this. If you are getting something out of this, please like this video and share with your friends. And keep watching these webinars on OctaFX channel. For me, I have a webinar in English, as you can see, every Wednesday. So next Wednesday, I'm gonna share with you my trading strategy. Based on all these things which we discussed today, please attend this webinar, the next webinar, because I am going to discuss with you my strategy which I have built on the basis of all these factors which I just discussed with you guys. So we are going to be having an exciting time, a fun time, and I thank you all for coming. I wish you all the best, and I think you are going to be a great trader in the future. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you OctaFX team. I'll take a leave over here. Take care. Bye.